every time I had a connecting flight through the Atlanta airport, like the overhead PA system every 5 minutes was like, if you see any kids that are uncomfortable, please report it to the nearest like guard. Atlanta is the #1 child trafficking destination, like, you know, or like changeover.
Welcome to violence. The word and the act.
This is your wake-up call.
Harley is our older dog, and she's a Great Dane, so she's a big dog. She's smaller than Ender, but anyway, she is now so old that sometimes she pees when, like, she doesn't mean to, right? She's just laying there. She might be asleep or something. So our couches are like covered with plastic and comforters and stuff like that. What do you do? Do you kill the dog for this? Like,
no, don't kill her. Don't kill her.
No.
Right. So I see.
Heavens no.
I made it drizzle at a restaurant again.
What does that mean?
You know, some people make it rain.
Yeah.
So I was at IHOP getting my daughter's car inspected, you know, while it was carrying out. And I didn't like pay attention to the waitress very much. I was listening to an audiobook, 11/22/63. And I ordered my food and just was whatever in my own world. Okay. I noticed she was cute, but like not especially, right? When I checked out and she was like ringing me up at IHOP, you don't pay at the table. Her manager gives me one of this, like, and her manager's revolting, right? He's big old, like he's fat, but it's all in the belly. And just like some man titties maybe in a
Norm from Cheers.
In a size 54 belly, you know, just but small shouldered and just yeah.
A real bear. A real dominant kind of
and
man.
A porn stash on him and very little hair left.
It's winning me back.
So anyway, he says to me, "Hey, not only did we serve you nice food, but we got you something to look at." And that's when I noticed her, right? She was cute, but she had like a top 2% body on her, you know, big boobs and tight package and the whole thing. And she makes eye contact with me and goes, "I'm sorry." Because like it was just inappropriate. It wasn't a fit. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. So because we had that like momentary connection on my whatever $11 meal, I paid $25 for it again.
Where's this IHOP?
Made it drizzle. Nightdale.
Well, as soon as I get permission from my probation officer, head on over
you
there.
Would like
that
her.
Sounds like a good time.
She struck me as kind of cool. And like I said, like top 2% in terms of just.
Did she strike you as someone who drinks from a glass that has been unattended for a while?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's my kind of gal.
Let's get to that.
So you were witness to actual workplace sexual harassment. It sounds like that sounded inappropriate. I don't like that. I like all my sexual harassment to be fictional and hypothetical. Yeah.
If there's going to be sexual harassment in a restaurant, I want to be the one doing it. Call me old-fashioned.
I like to be the aggressor or offender, as the lawyers so eloquently put it.
I got fired from a restaurant job for employee on employee, male on male sexual harassment because we worked in a kitchen.
Did you beat him off in the mailroom?
No, we worked in a kitchen where a bunch of the chefs were real bros. They do things. They bring me a fresh octopus that just got caught out of the San Francisco Bay. They pull the beak out and just demand I start fingering it. I tried to fist a gooseneck once. Just depraved sexual shit we do.
Like sometimes I don't tip and it has nothing to do with like tipping protocol or generosity. It's like, this was garbage food. You didn't deserve a tip. You were rude. You don't get a tip. I'm not giving you a tip because I don't want to give you a tip. You're a piece of shit.
You know what?
Generally, if I don't tip, it's about sending a message.
Oh yeah, the only time I have in like the last, I think the only time I've tipped $0 is I went somewhere and like we were the only people in there, me and my girlfriend at the time, totally empty, and we ordered stuff, and 25 minutes later they come out and it's like, both of the things you ordered we don't have, and it's like, okay, well, do you have this and that? And then she's like, well, we don't have fries right now. And it's like, that's so integral to a pub scene. Like, you really need those. Okay, could you have mac and cheese? I'll go make sure. No, we do not. And it's like unbelievable.
Bring me a list of the things you have.
Yeah, bring me a list of the things you have.
Oh wait, I have one. The menu. Wait.
I was just thinking like, oh, I can enjoy my beer. Surely they don't brew it fresh here. And it's like, no, it took them like 35 minutes to go grab that from the bar. And at the end, it was like they bring out the bill, and all the wonderful things they didn't have are right on the bill. And it's like you not only charged us for the initial order of things we didn't get, all the other add-ons that we also didn't get, you threw on there. Like, this is absurd. No, she had nothing but a salad, and I had the world's worst burger. Because clearly you panicked and didn't even have the ingredient. They must have not had any food in the back. They should have just closed. And so I left like a $0 thing, because she was also unpleasant. Granted, she's in a bad position not having any food, but she could at least be nice about it.
Yeah,
like,
I've been with people when the service. I've been with people and the service is bad, and they're like, I'm only tipping 15%. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? No, we're leaving 1 penny, so that they understand that we aren't just cheap. We hate them.
We're going to come back later tonight, and we're going to rob this restaurant.
We're waiting for her to get off her shift.
I stole his wallet. We know where he lives now.
We're going to intercept her on the way to the car.
Restaurant bandits, ensuring quality service for all in the public. So a lot of people call us class 2 felons. I disagree.
I've been called that before.
Yeah.
What is that your class? Do you have a class?
I have no idea.
He had 17 complaints against him, and he's still. All right, 540. Hands were in the air. Didn't even touch it this time. It just stopped. But
I don't know.
Woody's charging his motorcycle battery with some sort of a special charger, and it keeps stopping the show. And we lose gold, people. Gold. The best moments you've ever even you can't even imagine how funny Taylor's jokes were. He did the Saddam Hussein impression. I thought the man was alive again. He had a little beret.
I'm not getting the costume back out. It's too much.
No, at this point, it's done. It's done.
You just can't replicate that kind of gold again.
No.
You know,
into the unit of the ones you suck. Yeah.
Did you ever consider joining the military, Taylor?
Oh no. It looked hard, and you have to follow rules, and it's just, I don't know. It never seriously crossed my mind.
Really? That's interesting to me, because I would think that you'd be the most likely amongst our group to be into that sort of thing, because you did so many team sports. You're already like part of that sort of like manly team effort kind of thing. You're already doing
very used to showering with other men,
working out, the sort of regimen and the discipline and such. But the Marine Corps you got the head.
Danny touches dick, so maybe.
Why are you not wearing your helmet, soldier? So it does not fit, sir.
Private Mercer cannot wear a fucking helmet. What are we gonna do with Private Mercer? You know what? From now on, you're Private Pothead.
We're taping 2 helmets together for you.
Put a big fucking soup pot on your head. Think you wear Private Pothead. Why were you not in formation at Reveille?
Did you not notice as you were going under the barbed wire, you lost your pot halfway through? Get back there and get it.
No, I definitely considered it, because I graduated.
Puts the handle under his chin.
I'm just wearing a colander out in the field and shaking all over.
Taylor, what are you, 28?
Yeah.
Battle mode and
There was this ramen place, and I went and I sat down, and they're like, "Hey, we have spicy tonkatsu ramen, pork based, all this stuff." I was like, fucking wonderful. Looks good. Got great reviews. She goes, how hot do you want it? And I was like, what's your scale? And they go, we have not hot and we have are hot. And I was like, that's not a good scale. It's just 2 options.
Terrible scale. You need more than
so
2
I was like,
things
I'll have your hot. And she goes, are you sure? And I was like, I don't know if I'm being profile, but I do like hot food. I will. Yes, please give me your hot. And she brings the bowl back. I'm not joking. Like, this was like it was very near the perfect borderline between I'm very uncomfortable and not enjoying myself, and also like, I have to finish this. They will make fun of me because I'm white. Like, I need to eat this food. And like, cause like she asked if I was okay with it, and I said yes. And now I'm like, I'm not really okay. Like sobbing into my napkin, like
I'm just so full.
Yeah.
like sweating buckets. Like I'm glad when they make the distinction between like we got hot, like it's very hot, white people hot, Thai hot, and then just like it's just capsaicin poured on your food.
Yeah,
like
or I've even had them. Like it's like hot, Thai hot, and then Laos hot.
Yeah, India, yeah, Laos, and just chili peppers, and that's it.
A bunch of like smarmy white people at like dairy heavy restaurants in like Wisconsin being like, "Oh, that's really fun for you. Do you want the white people amount of dairy, or would you rather go with your amount? You know, which would be better for you? Oh, look at that fella over there. Yeah, he opted for the white people amount of dairy. Look,
would you like
it's just sour cream on top of
would you
cheese.
Like a white? Would you like the white amount of fried chicken or the black person amount of fried chicken? Oh, I want the black person amount of fried chicken.
There's watermelon juice on it.
Jesus Christ.
Was that racist or somehow?
I like hot sauce.
Come on. We're doing black. We were all profiling food.
Profiling together. That's such a funny way to say it. I've never tried watermelon on it.
Watermelon juice on it?
I don't even think that's a thing. But I know
that's why this is a problem. We were all tiptoeing within the realms of very real things that have happened, and then you just came out of left field with like nobody does this.
I thought asshole dairy waitress towed the line pretty well.
By way of
I had a stomach ache on the set, so he runs.
Was it a black person?
It wasn't. No,
mine was black.
So and he's the guy who runs off to the drugstore. Comes back.
It wasn't, but I got that.
I don't talk about poop stuff very much. Like that's never been my thing. So I'm like, I've got an upset stomach. They're like, we don't know what variety of upset stomach you have. So they just came back with like everything to treat any stomach condition.
Sometimes my tummy gurgles when I'm really horny.
Anyway, so the guy was talking to me, and he said that he was at a table, and the star was like, they were just sort of joking back and forth or whatever, and then like he interjected his little funny line, and it just pauses. The conversation stops. The star looks at him and he's like, why are you talking? And he laughed it off. Like maybe he thought the star was pretending to be a total asshole. He thought he was like, being a caricature of the worst person in Hollywood. Yeah. And so he kind of laughed. He's like, no, I'm fucking serious. What makes you think that you're allowed to talk to us? And he's like, you are serious. And the guy's like, fucking dead serious. And it was Ben Affleck who apparently was that guy.
Rumor confirmed here on the bonus podcast.
Yeah.
I can't believe Ben Affleck verifiably did that.
Yeah, those stories get around. Like now that you mention it, my slave told me a similar story. I can't remember who it was about anymore. But I remember specifically him talking about some celebrity who was a douchebag. It may have had something to do with apple slices, like that sort of ringing a bell. Like I think he wanted apple slices, or the apple slices had to be, they had to be special. Like at first they were non-organic apple slices, and that was like cyanide or something. I remember something like that. But he was a real cool guy. He took me to In-N-Out for the first time. He's like, "You've been to In-N-Out?" And I was like, no. He's like, let's go to In-N-Out. I'm like, all right.
No, I think you confused me when I was saying, what an asshole. He didn't even bother to ask the star what kind of apples he wanted. He just he made that decision on behalf of the talent. That's
what, it's Granny Smith's?
You're bringing me sour apples? You dumb bitch.
You talked.
It's like, dude, rape happens all the time in the animal kingdom. If it wasn't for rape, orangutans wouldn't be able to procreate. 100% of orangutan babies are made by rape. It's like an orangutan female like sees the orangutan male, and it's like, run away, run. And then the male is just like, if I want to reproduce, I have to be a fast enough rapist to catch this female orangutan. And so then that's how you get a whole generation of really fast, sexually aggressive orangutans.
I want to appreciate Taylor's orangutan running style.
They're not running like this.
It was great. I'm like, yeah, come to think of it.
It's like, oh, so obviously dolphins rape. That's really interesting. And like Professor, Sprick or whatever, just, actually, we don't know that it's. I'm not just saying this because I've dedicated my life to studying what I now know as a raping species. It's like, you're just, own it. Say that
Own what it is.
Yeah.
Don't Monday morning quarterback dolphin rape. Okay, let's be real about this.
You know what's happening. You know what? Squirrels. I saw this, like something was posted online. I don't know if it's true, but it's like if you watch a squirrel long enough, you'll see it either rape or be raped.
Jesus Christ.
I love that.
Where did you see that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I can't name any wars between that and Vietnam. Am I missing it? There were some actions, maybe filed some missiles.
There was Kosovo.
It was all in South America.
Kosovo's, he's right, but that was there were no ground troops there. It was just airplanes.
Yeah, it was just
we literally had 0 American deaths. So it almost seemed like
call it a wrap.
Yep. Yeah. Brandon, we really appreciate you coming on, especially on such short notice. I'm glad I was able to get a hold of you. Had a great time. Glad you came on, man.
I appreciate it. It's really awesome. Thanks for reaching out.
Yeah, we got to get John again soon. Where can everybody find you?
Please don't.
Right. Smartest guest we've ever had.
Man.
Yeah, this is brilliant. I love that. All right, well, your links will be in the description, like it or not.
They all link to Hickok's channel.
The villains themselves were ultimately responsible for much of the popularity.
Stop relaxing.
Nothing comes between me and my masters.
What is it, Father?
These footprints were made by the Flying Monkey Men.
Your contributions now to famine caused by
I love this stuff. Yeah. People say you're not good enough.
Then I'll crush all opposition to me, and I'll make pay. If he fights back, I'll say that he's gay.